Flirt alert with his mind in the dirt. It's Rhyme and Reason 401.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme and reason why you're...
Hey there, Tony here. How you doing this fine March day in the year 2020? In the year 2020. I don't know why I said that. Sang that. Tried to sing that? I don't know what. Anyway, I'm going to give you a warning of a flirt alert today. Sort of. You know, they used to be called philanderers. Going to use all these antiquated words now. Maybe you've heard them called a Casanova, a Don Juan, or my personal favorite, a Lothario. He's such a Lothario. You're such a Lothario. You do not deserve her. Well, anyway, more recently, you might have heard terms like, yeah, he's a ladies' man. He's a playboy, a stud. Way back when, you could have heard skirt chaser, tomcat, and wolf. I remember seeing that in all those 40s movies. He's such a wolf. I couldn't go out with him. Well, whichever name you choose, they all fall under my warning of the flirt alert, like I talked about right there at the beginning. Now, I know my flirt alert will have little effect on the general female population because our culture has made it clear that girls, women, females are equal to men in every way, right? You're completely familiar and okay with that by now, I'm sure. Even in the areas of crude behavior. Yeah, once upon a time you might have heard something like, he cursed like a drunken sailor. But nowadays you could say, he cursed like a teenage girl. And most people probably wouldn't even bat an eye. And I think that's a mighty sad commentary, especially in America where women's honor has always been something worth fighting for. Again, going back to those 40s movies, the 40s war movies where the guys are going off to fight for the honor of country, but also for the women they loved. Yeah, there's a lot of that. That's been a big deal here in America. But, you just watch social media or some other source for video and news, and it won't take long to see girls behaving like, well, drunken sailors. Only it's worse than drunken sailors because girls have so much further to fall, And if you don't like me calling them girls, I don't care, It's just a term. Get over it. Back in 1979, I wrote a song about a guy who fits the definitions, of all those descriptions I had. He's a Lothario. But it's a guy from the city who he lives to conquer the opposite sex. And back then, I really wouldn't have thought my song could ever be about girls. It was guys. Guys did this. But you could easily transfer, I actually don't have a version of the song, but you could transfer the lyrics of this song from boy to girl these days, and it would work. Unfortunately, it would work. So the name of it's Big City Boy, and you could, unfortunately, like I keep saying, just say Big City Girl and change it all, change all the pronouns and stuff. But for now, I'm just going with Big City Boy, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Well, he's holding a beer with a steady hand and grabbing at a girl with the other. For a night in her high-rise apartment, he would sell out the soul of his brother. Well, he's having a time in the nightlife. He's burning his candle at both ends. He's got lots of women who love him, but very few he can call friends. But he's a big city boy. He can't hear what people say. Yeah, he's a big city boy. He feels bigger when he gets his way. Yeah, he's a big city boy, and you won't hear a word out of place. Say what you will behind his back, but don't say anything bad to his face. Well, he's grabbing at threads of a shredded love, and he's barely holding on by a string. Right now he believes he's got all that he needs, but it won't be long, he won't have a thing. And he's holding on tight to his fleeting youth, and he wastes all his chances in vain. From his talk you would think he was flying high, but he's the kind of guy who misses his plane. He's a big city boy. All right. Note that this information is in general terms, Many beautiful ladies, most of the ladies that I know will never fall for this nonsense, thank God. They will never turn into a big city girl, and it will never apply to them. And I'm really grateful to the ones, the ladies that I know who are like that. And if you're listening to this, I was going to name some names, but I won't do that. I won't bring you out on that, embarrass you. Anyway, there are plenty of you out there, and I appreciate you very much, and I'm proud to call you my sister in the Lord. And to all my brothers and sisters in the Lord, and those of you who aren't really connected that way yet, I hope you get that way soon, and so you'll understand that there is a rhyme and reason to life because God made you.
There's a rhyme and reason for your